Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. This is probably the best romance series to come out in a very, very long time. Like, the premise is the dude meets this girl and they were switched at birth. So she has his parents raise her, and then he had her parents raise him. And he's like a super fucking genius. He tries really hard and he became really smart. And he likes this one girl who has purple hair. And she like boxes for fun and she's like the best in the class. And then he has a sister who's not actually his sister who likes him. Which always kind of confuses me about harem series, but like, I guess because there's always that fucking sister character. But she is in love with him, and honestly, she's probably my favorite female in the show. Like, she's just cute. Then you got the main girl who is a icon or something like that. Like, she posts pictures of herself online and people, like them. And they're like three dramatically different women, and I like them all, to be honest with you. I think the relationship between the main female and the main guy is probably the best. And it's probably who he's actually going to end up with, because that is his fiance. If I didn't mention that. But they're only getting married because, like, his family made him, I think. It's probably the best romance series to date, in my opinion. And it's not even fucking close. I said that already. But, like, all the characters are really lovable, and, like, the show seems to be going somewhere, which is nice. Who doesn't love a good romance series? If you can't, like a good romance series, then I don't know what's wrong with you. And, like, I don't know, the premise is just good. Like, it's unique. Because most of the time it's the fucking same fucking bullshit. Oh my god, these, like, 16 guys, or girls like this one guy who is kind of a fucking loser weeb. Oh. And that's not really this guy. I mean, yeah, all he does is study. And somehow he's, like, super fit and, like, he's a good guy. But, like, none of this stuff feels forced, and, like, I don't know, I genuinely like the main character, which is a surprise because usually the main characters in these type of shows sucks donkey dick. They're always, like, the most boring, generic character of all time, and I know that's the fucking point, but, like, wouldn't it just be better if the character was interesting, like the main character of this show? Which, I would say the name, but it's, like, fucking weird, and I don't really remember it. So I guess that's, like, a bad thing, but it's a pretty fucking good show. And it's, like, I'm also kind of tired of these, like, these shows being, like, high schoolers and stuff, but, like, it works with this show. Like, sometimes they don't need to be high schoolers, but they are. This show, I feel like it wouldn't make sense if they were anything but high schoolers, because he starts living with the main girl, and his sister comes and lives with him too, which he calls her his sister, but she's like, oh my god, I love him, in her head, and she gets super jealous and stuff, and even though she's, like, had him her entire life, and she's been chasing after him this entire life, and how he's, like, such a stand-up good guy, and she just wants him, dude. Like, but, like, the girl he wants doesn't like him. Spoilers for, I don't remember what episode it was, but, like, he flunked some test, and he made some bet with her about the test, and it's just like, man, who makes bets about tests anymore? Only grandpas and losers. But, like, the main girl is, like, opening him up and, like, making him like other stuff, and, like, and do other things besides study, but he's also making her study, and like he's cooking and cleaning and doing housework and all that stuff for her, which is nice, having someone do all that work for you. And she couldn't do it for herself because, it's just not right for her to do all the work for herself. I mean, she's a spoiled rich girl. Oh yeah, I didn't mention that. That's her daddy got a lot of money, even though it's not really her daddy. And then they're getting married, which I don't know how that would work. I guess I do know how it works. They're not technically related. Just imagine that, like, you were born and then, like, you were switched, so the doctors messed up and fucked something up. You think that happens a lot with twins? I think that happens a lot with twins. Because, like, how can you tell them apart? Identical twins, there's no way at birth you could tell them apart. So you ever think that they get switched at birth? I don't know. That's just, like, the kind of thoughts that go through my head. And, like, the show's really well animated. So if you like well animated shows, you should definitely give it a try. It's getting 24 episodes. Isn't that impressive? 2 whole seasons. It's getting 2 whole seasons. Which, when I say seasons, I mean like summer, winter, fall, spring. Summer, winter, spring, fall. Which I said that in a weird order. But you can't go wrong with like a good show like this. Now, do I think their relationship is evolving? Yes. Because it's one-sided right now, and he is kind of dense, and he doesn't really notice that the main girl, likes him. But he's like, he's not as dense as most of the main characters in these shows, because he kind of gets the fact that she likes him. But it's also like, man, you could be making moves on her, but then he's like, oh, but I like this chick. But then his dad like made it, well, the guy who raised him, who would be his father figure, told him to envision like who he loves, and then he saw all 3 girls that he likes. So, that's gonna be a pleasant little like pick. Which one do I like? Which one do I think he's gonna pick? I have no idea, but that's what this ride is about. It's about. It's a very interesting way of thinking. I think he's gonna pick the main girl, which I think is kind of fucking obvious that he's gonna pick her, because I think the girl he likes is like religious and stuff, and like kind of obsessed with stamps, which is a weird thing to be obsessed with. I mean, to each their own. If that's what gets your rocks off, that's what gets your rocks off. And the fact that like she does what she took him boxing once, and then but like she also kind of like ghosted him because he fucked up on the test. Then she was all like, oh, it's hot that some guy can challenge me and actually prove me wrong. And he was like, oh, I'll beat you in 5 tests. I'll beat you the next 5 tests. I'll beat you forever. And then he, bombed it. Well, he got 13th place out of like 400 and something, which is not bombing, but like when you go from 2nd to 13th, like that's a pretty substantially fall from greatness and honor and privilege. Well, not privilege, but like, you know what I mean, like prestige, that's the word I was looking for. Which, and then his sister was all like, oh my god, he fell from that much. Oh, that probably heartbroken him because they know each other so well, and it did break his fucking heart. Break his fucking heart. Well, it should break his fucking heart. Because, he's not going to end up with the girl that he originally liked. He's going to end up with someone else. Because I think that relationship honestly makes the least amount of sense. Now you're like, what? But he likes the girl, so shouldn't it make the most amount of sense? No. Like, honest to God, it doesn't make the most amount of sense. It should. Because Like, I feel like he has better chemistry with both the other girls, which I think most people would probably agree with me. He has better chemistry with his sister, who they fuck around and mess and stuff. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.